Dipshita, we cannot hear you, please. Zainab Sikandar, what do you make of Anil Antony's resignation? He says the party may preach free speech. It clearly doesn't practice it. The Congress, is it not on the same page on this BBC documentary, in your view?
Look, when it comes to Congress and its members, there is a different game altogether that's happening there. You have to understand the amount of defections that Congress has seen. It's politically seen at the moment as having a position of disadvantage. I wouldn't want to say, sinking ship, because that'll be too harsh a term. That's why I took a pause. But the reality is, in Congress, I think some of its members try and find reasons, to leave the party, in a manner in which they appear to be on a high horse. And probably, Mr. Anil did that. I don't know what his real intentions are to, part with the party on this particular stand. The reality is, again, like I'm saying, the BBC documentary was firstly aired in England. It was not aired in India. It's just clippings of it were shared in India. I don't even think it would have reached so many people if not for the ban. So anybody else commenting on it, be it a political stakeholder, they're just sort of minting off, how this entire documentary has now been politicized in India. Of course, the opposition will use it against the BJP. They will use anything against the BJP to, get their brownie points, political brownie points. Okay. As far as Mr. Anil is concerned, he just wanted to leave the party. And I suppose this was, a very unique point for him, because he showed that he had national interest in mind, because he didn't want his nation to be shown in a bad manner. But we have to point it out that the documentary is on PM Modi, not on India. Okay.
Vaibhav Aggarwal, the Modi government is being accused of trying to hide behind this shield of either communal tension, law and order, or security. You heard Dipshita Dhar. She's saying, let people see the documentary. Let people decide. Students we were speaking to earlier today, they said in the 74th year, is our republic so weak that one documentary can shake the foundation, or some BBC documentary can shake the foundation of a strong India?
Gaurav, the Student Federation of India, who has ties with the PFI. PFI is a known terrorist organization in India, which is being hunted down by the authorities as we speak. I don't even want to comment what Dipshita Dhar says. She has no credibility. She has no identity for me. That the body she belongs to is involved in fascist movements, and I don't want to comment on that.
However, but sir, on the wider issue, are we scared of, as a nation, are we scared of one documentary?
No, we are not. On the wider issue, let me come back. The government of the day is responsible for the people of the country. Now, let me tell you that some media houses also need to act responsibly. There is no provision for emergency, quote unquote, the word used by most of the media houses, which was invoked by the government to curtail or ban this particular documentary. The Section 16 of the IT Act gives powers, and I will read, the security procedures and practices the central government may, for the purpose of Sections 14 and 15, prescribe the security procedures and practices. Simple as it is, on the basis of the inputs of the intelligence, they've been able to prescribe certain practice that don't show this. As simple as that. So while Zainab's point is very valid, and I would like to tell you that we are different in terms of the Bharatiya Janata Party is absolutely different. Let's not spread the word emergency wrongly, because there is no emergency provision. There is only a provision which Section 16 of the IT Act provides for. That's within the power of the government. So let me clear one point there. Now, the other point is 3 points why this documentary has come at this time. The India Trade-Free Agreement, whoever understands economics will understand the importance of the free trade agreement between India and UK. UK has just come out of the EU, and we want to increase our exports to UK and use UK as a base for our businesses to further export to the Europe. Now, that is how it works for us. So one. Second, Rishi Sunak is an Indian origin prime minister. It is absolutely appalling for people like Jack Straw and the likes of him, who wants to play around with the Indian origin of that, so that the right track does not come in place. Because you notice there has to be sinister Pakistani involvement there, and the intelligence came up today. I've heard in the news that the intelligence has first-hand inputs that the Congress top leaders are in touch with Bilawal Bhutto and other Pakistani ISI people.
If there is illegality, Zainab, if there is illegality, take legal action against